Hello everyone. Today I will be talking about one of my favorite monsters from the Monster Hunter franchise and envisioning what it might look like as a Magic the Gathering card. Today I will be talking about Malzeno.
Those who let themselves be lured into the trap will be whisked away by a swift gale, the embodiment of darkness. A darkness that does not let its victims go, as they are slowly drained of their life. The servants keep providing their master with vital essence. And once the time is ripe, the darkness will show itself, basking in moonlight.
Malzeno is a species of elder dragon, meaning it's capable of upsetting the balance of entire ecosystems. Now this species is highly territorial and fiercely defends its native habitat in Elgato. This territorial nature caused it to be regarded as a protector of Elgato in times past, since it would fend off any invasive species. One of those invading species, however, proved to be its downfall. When the elder dragon Geismagorm, known as the Demon of the Abyss, appeared, Malzeno engaged it in battle and managed to drive it off, but not before falling victim to the affliction of the Curio. Now the Curio are strange creatures, appearing much like flying leeches. They are the minions of Geismagorm and drain the life force of fauna to bring it back to Geismagorm. In succumbing to their affliction, Malzeno too developed a symbiotic relationship with them and underwent physiological and behavioral changes. Now Malzeno uses the Curio to drain the life force of its adversaries and bolster its own combat prowess in the process. Now let's take a look at my interpretation of this Elder Dragon as a Magic the Gathering card, starting with its color identity. The design of Malzeno is closely based on vampires, and in Magic the Gathering, vampires are centered in black and then mostly lean toward either red or white. The ones leaning toward white are often found in religious groups such as those of the Orsov on Ravnica or the Church of Dusk on Ixalan. Those that lean toward red are usually more decadent and revelrous, like the Bloodlines on Innistrad. Malzeno falls in the latter category after falling victim to the Curio affliction, which induced behavioral changes that can be likened to a sort of madness. Let's take a look at the text box. Flying. Wither. Wither has a special significance for this card that will become apparent later. When this creature enters, create two 1/1 black and red Curio creature tokens with Wither and sacrifice this creature. Put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. This ability captures the symbiotic relationship Malzeno has developed with the Curio, and their capacity to drain the life force of others. Whenever a -1/-1 counter is put on a creature an opponent controls, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. As long as this creature has 2 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has first strike. As long as this creature has 5 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has double strike. These last lines of text, combined with the Wither keyword and the ability of the Curio tokens, really capture the essence of draining the life force of others and bolstering its own power with it. This card is very powerful and an unstoppable force in combat. The last thing I want to pay special attention to is the type line, Creature Elder Dragon. Now I know a lot of you are thinking, this card would be such a cool commander, I wish it were legendary. And I hear you. But when designing a card, you can use a number of different lenses through which to regard it. Since this is a Universes Beyond card, one of the primary lenses I use is adherence to the source material. The flavor of cards should always be front and center, and in the Monster Hunter universe, Malzeno is not a unique character, but rather a species of monster with many individuals existing. That said, designing for Commander is another important lens, since it's the most popular Magic the Gathering format, and sometimes you have to depart from dogmatically sticking to the source material to create a cooler card for Commander, or a card that has better gameplay. I could easily see the type line being something like legendary creature, elder dragon, vampire. And feel free to make this change if you decide to print it as a proxy. Please let me know what you think of my interpretation of this monster as a Magic the Gathering card, and if there's anything you would have done differently in the comments below. As always, have a nice day, like and subscribe.